Oh, okay, I'm live. I see that. Unbelievable. So the workers next door decided that they too, at 10 o'clock, would have a program going on. Let me call you guys. Um, uh, Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. We're going to start in a second. I just want to call you guys to the room. Let me just call some love into the room. So, I think we'd want to talk about, obviously, we want to talk about the new cabinet. Okay, just calling you guys. It's MaMiya Mondays. It's MaMiya Mondays. It's MaMiya Mondays. And guess what? I do have a guest for you today, because that's how he rolls. I hope you enjoyed the content that we gave you yesterday. Yesterday was a good day for us. Dumelang sanibonani. To the ones in the room, please do press like. Don't be shy. So, I actually wanted to. Ish, guys, can you see this? The stadium thing, ish. Yes, you know when your braids have reached that point, you know that point that your braids can reach when they are reaching their sell-by dates. Molo lungani unjani. Molweni, guys. You know the protocol here. This is your moment. It's your time. I engage you and whatever you want to talk about. So it's all good. It's just that it happened so early. And can I tell you that we don't have water in my area? But I know it's not unique to other people. Most of us are going through this shit. So I just wanted to announce that. Yeah, well. But luckily, we had water for 2 days. We had water Saturday and Sunday. We didn't have water since last week, Tuesday to Friday. We had water Saturday and Sunday. So at least I was able to take my weekly bath. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Sanbonani. So, I mean, I don't want to be too boring. And I must call this man. So, let me tell you about this dude that we're getting today. Is that, oh, fantastic. And he says everything is perfect. He's coming at 10:30. So, we've got MEHMET VEFA DAG. It's a Twitter account that has been quite spicy through this election period. But not only spicy, I find that a lot of his comments are quite spot on. So obviously, it's not the type of stuff that would be on mainstream media. So that's where we come in. So, guys, you know, I'm going through a lot right now. I'm going through a lot because. So let me tell you how I have seen everything unfold. Good morning, Divine Oracle. Good morning, guys. So let me tell you what I think, what I've seen, right? So, and I've said this before, that these elections, how I noticed I smelt a rat was how perfectly they were being done, you know? I felt like it was like a performance. All the posters on time, nobody's complaining, everybody's getting funding. It was just too perfect for human beings, you know? There were not enough complaints. The thing about complaints is that they help us gauge and they help us because we live in a dual society and a dual world. So good and bad will coexist, dark and light. I hope you guys can't hear this noise next door. Sorry about that. They also decided that at 10 o'clock on Monday, they're gonna come and make a noise. They just thought that today was a good day to come and do their drilling. So, I noticed everything was just a little bit too perfect. And nobody's complaining. And like I say, that we live in a world where it's good and bad. So you should expect complaints somewhere, it can't all be hanky dory. So it was all hanky dory. And what my conclusion is very depressing. And I must just warn you now that if you don't want to be depressed, just get off now. Get off now, because I'm about to tell you what it seems like. So, guys, it's cold. So, our bodies are reacting to the cold. So, when I see that everything's a little bit too perfect, then I get reminded about the entertainment industry. And it's an industry of performance and putting on show and showmanship, right? And there was a little bit too much of that energy in the politics, and I was just like, why is this like this? Then eventually, as things play out, I realized that there is like a producer and a director to this movie called South Africa, actually. Because when these things play out, when the rigging stuff was happening at the elections and stuff, right? And the results and stuff, another red flag for me was DA not complaining. When has Karen never complained about anything? So there I was like, no man, DA is a little bit too, they're not complaining. White people always complain, guys. So that was when I was like, something's a little bit. Anyways. But the straw that broke the camel's back for me was the cabinet. Because if the elections were free and fair, then the call for recount would have been heeded if there was really a democracy. They just wouldn't have bulldozed. And the group that just bulldozed into everything, none of us voted for them. It was essentially the losers. So if we are voting for politicians to represent us, who were these politicians representing in the past election? Because that's not our voice there. We didn't vote for this. So, sorry guys. Excuse me. I think there's a cold coming on. You know what? When I'm emotionally stressed, I start getting like this. So you must know I'm in distress right now. I woke up like this because I was like, my country's dying. So my point is that when we were saying, no, man, we've been rigged and we want a re-election, people have even bulldozed and gone ahead to form cabinets, which shows that we don't really have control of the politics. And what I also want to tell you guys, Ned, because some of my friends are members of parliament, those guys don't give a fuck about us, guys. They were there to secure their salaries. They're more concerned with the salary, the parliament houses. That's their concern. So that's why I say that South Africa has got a producer and directors, because those people that got into parliament are just serving their own stomachs. And DA has proven that, because remember in the past, suddenly their language has changed and now they are now having a feeding frenzy for the next 5 years. And before they were like corruption, what? Oh my God, now they pagati inside. I don't even want to talk about PAC because this is so shocking. Nobody would have ever guessed that PAC would die like this. It's such a whoa, yowza. So, I mean, now that we know that, and you know what, I was also thinking, Black people are so easy to be bought, and white people know this, and the white establishment knows that. So, those of us who are not inside will be shouting and screaming all we want. Let me tell you the truth, guys. That the ones on the inside are going to keep the status quo because of those salaries and those parliament houses. That's why I was saying it's a play. They've proceeded to continue despite people being unhappy. Okay. And this cold is serious. So we've got nobody really representing us. So, which brings me to the next point. Why can't EFF, ATM, and MK just come together and then Stusabelung once and for all? Because it's scary for me how things are going. Because what has happened is that Abelung have groomed a new generation of people who went to white schools who are assimilating Abelung, who are further protecting the status quo. So, guys, I forgot that you guys are also commenting. You're also part of the show. Oh, guys, are you seeing what Kudzai is saying? Morning, MaMiya. I still can't get the join button on YouTube for membership. This is so weird. Please ask anyone has the same issue. I have unsubscribed and subscribed again and still nothing. What I can tell you, Kudzai, is this particular channel is got a shadow ban. And the whites don't really like this particular channel. It's the same as my Twitter account. The whites don't really like it. But the problem that Elon Musk has got is that my Twitter account is probably the most engaged Twitter account in this entire country. It's very possible, which is why I've never been blocked or cancelled or what, because I'm good for their money. So they will keep quiet and they will stomach it because they know that people are engaging me. So here, they've probably taken off join, but they'll leave the subscribe because they're also going to learn that I bring a lot of traffic. Now that we are on YouTube, they're going to learn that I get people engaging and bringing the money to them. So they will block my money, but they will not block how I bring them money. And also, I'll never forgive that disgusting company, AfriHost. When I gave them such good PR, they had to open their call centers. They had to open for weekends because I brought in so much business and they didn't pay me for that. So disgusting Afrikaans men who just think that we are there to be exploited. So anyways, anybody else having that problem, please let us know. Yes, I'm busy having a monologue. I forgot that you guys are in the building. You know what I'm saying? Lungani saying, I'm so anxious. Our country is being robbed in broad daylight and nothing has been done about it. The people who we had entrusted to do something about it have been bought, guys. It's so damn scary. So, I mean, I told you that we've got someone coming in at 10:30. That YouTube, that Twitter account, MEHMET VEFA DAG, coming in to break down because I found what his thoughts on John Steenhuisen getting the Ministry of Home Affairs quite interesting. On face value, you'll just look at these things and you're just like, oh, okay, I see. Sorry, I need to blow my nose again, guys. I'm dying. I'm emotionally unstable. Okay, cool. So Because he said some interesting stuff, right? He said that the DA wanted the Ministry of Home Affairs because I need to DA is very involved in Israel. So as you know, guys, South Africa, it's kind of like capital city of Abu Zion. I know you were not aware, but we've been Connie Kensanyana and it's there and it's a headquarters. So because of all the wars and stuff and how mineral rich we are and how well positioned we are in danger, basically. We are like that pretty girl that is always going to be in danger of the ankle predators. Do you understand? I'm so glad because I can actually feel that you guys felt what I just said. So thank you. Yes, that's who we are in the context of global politics. So they are here and they are inside DA. And the fear with the Home Affairs staff was that now they are going to let in more of their friends, their illegal immigrants. Now they're going to open nicely for those particular ones. And then what's going to happen is that they're going to start occupying here and occupying. And then you see what's happening there, how they destroyed Palestine. I don't want to get my channel. But there, which you are seeing out there, can just happen here, especially with the talk of independent Cape Town. So I'm going to have a guest come in. I'm going to have to ask him not to speak so overtly and directly because judging from his tweets, he can just say things as they are and we still want this channel. so so we've all got the same stress. My lady leader, are we just going to just watch everything as is and do nothing? Bafowethu, nganitshela mina ukuthi ngithini. Nganitshela ngomntana Steve Trent, nganitshela. And I saw even I was watching that EFF podcast. I saw that Mpofu was saying the same thing. In fact, he just said the word straight up, though. Yeah, Precious is saying the same thing. We're all thinking the same thing, guys. We're all thinking the same thing. Mara Sabanyes is the thing that they don't realize. It's going to backfire so badly. It's going to backfire so damn badly. Ooh, I wish I could show you guys this beautiful roses in front of me. Buluka saying, Grand Rising Moya family. Yeah, bo, nje. Nani. Gondis is saying, morning, Sisintiki. Yes, I'm also sad, but I remembered we're in the season of chaos. These things must happen, but it won't last, and we'll see a lot of chaos coming from the people. It's so true. It is true. It is the season. It is the season. It is definitely the season. And thank you for the Edwin at Insaloye Lang. I really enjoyed it. That was so nice, right? We're also getting so proud of ourselves this side, by the way. You guys, by the way, you're such hypocrites. When I was in that season where I was messing up sound, still didn't know how the cameras work, didn't know the way you used to come to my comments to be like, oh, the sound is like on, oh God, the technicals on. Now we're on game, you're quiet. Yeah, crickets. Anyways, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You see, that's why nice things don't come to me because I'm that bitch. Daphne, good morning. Morning, Queen. Dumelang, Bakeshu, good morning. Good Monza. Good morning. Now we know what ANC represents, even though some of us knew, but now they know. Yep. I've been telling you guys for so many years. If you go back to my tweets from like 10 years ago, I've been telling you. Especially when the CR17 came in, I went, no, disaster. Then you guys were like, she's such a hater. She's so jealous. Always Nziki, stop being a hater. And I told you. Huh? Told you. Tiki, way. Fast. Good morning. Good morning. You guys are so chatty this morning. My goodness. Okay, Baba Credo. You know, my thing just made a noise that I have never heard before. I've invited this guest. I don't even know how this thing works, but hopefully it'll go okay. Baba Credo was talking about them, the Zionists in the Western Cape, but they won't succeed, trust me, because they have awakened the warriors of the continent. Just see what's going to happen in this month. I really hope so, guys. I really hope so. Hey, because Usatan Figile, guys, Usatan is Cape Town by faith. So, anyways, do what's the question? Which question? I don't know. Oh, you just joined. There's no question. We're just talking about the cabinet. We are talking about the cabinet. We do them every single Monday, every Monday at 10. We do them. We do. Olwetu, morning. Nice to have you back. We missed you last week. Presentia. Guys, Angie has been bought, my friends. Did you see? There was some SMS leak with Andile Lungisa and Angie fighting. Have you seen it? I was like, so I'm gonna say something so like off and juicy, but it's just how I feel, and I'm sorry. So Angie's husband is like this Africanist guru, whatever, and for me, he's the same level as like a DJ Smooth. Those like people who just kind of see where the opportunity is at, and they just like so let's say that she is in this home that is Africanist, and now they are apparently working with Abu Zion, Lion of Zion. I don't know. So a lot of these people are just like, they were the hyenas who came to eat. When I think of like an Andy Mochek, I see like a hyena who just takes opportunities. So that's what I see. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude to anybody. I hope I don't offend anybody with that, but that's just what I feel. Good morning. Morning, Shoni. Good morning. Guys, the people have been bored, guys. They'll take anything. Welcome, precious. Hey, money is powerful, guys, and the whites know that. They know that the blacks can be bought. So we're a little bit screwed. Oh my God, what did I just do here? Yo. Guys, I pressed something there. I hope I didn't disappear. Did I disappear for a second there, or I was still there? We have been saying Trete's son. We have been saying it. Is this Zamakwala, guys? We don't want to move from our comforts. Our guest is in the building, my friends. Our guest is in the building. Remember, I told you that on Twitter there's this man who keeps posting just such interesting insights about what's happening in the country. And obviously, mainstream is not going to give him a chance. So we are definitely going to take the opportunity so that you guys can have alternative um, thoughts. So I'm going to bring him in now. We're speaking to Mr. MEHMET VEFA DAG. I'm going to add him to the stage now.
Hi,
Good
good
morning.
afternoon. Good morning, Kuyamora Sambonani. How are you doing?
Who found it?
I guess by man. It's a really very cold day in Cape Town now.
Yes, speaking of Cape Town, we see we're headed towards independent Cape Town. How did you feel about the cabinet announcements?
It is disgrace. It is disgusting. It is unacceptable. You know, I feel children of South Africa has been betrayed by African National Congress. That's how I feel. You know, almost about to say African Democratic Congress. You know, like literally disgusting. Disgusting. You are putting
So,
Johnston Hazen as Minister of Agriculture. You know, you are putting that Leon Amos, I don't know his surname, that is Zionist man originally from Germany. Like literally, the point is they want to build Western Cape into little Israel. This is I've been fighting for this last almost 2 years now. You know, because that's why they block all my accounts all over Twitter and as well as TikTok. You know, my TikTok account one stage reached over 16 million views per day. Why they block it? Because they know I'm speaking truth. Enough, man. You are not going to let this country be into 9 different tiny country and destroy South African sovereignty. South Africa belongs to South Africa. The Western Cape right now has got world's biggest natural gas. You know, I don't know if you notice this, they find out that one of the biggest uranium in under the uranium. You know, it is land. It is so rich, but our people are so poor. It is almost 19 million South Africans right now unemployed, 10 million South Africans starving. And you know what you're going to do? No, you're going to listen Bill Gates, AGOA, trade union agreement, and you're putting Johnston as a key figure for AGOA. No, you want to starve us more now. You know, we are about to get lab meat. You know, they are destroying agriculture. If you go back 2 years back, South Africa had 500,000 farmers. They lie to public. They say farmers are under attack, under attack, under. Sorry, that is nonsense. Farmer wasn't under attack. That was a propaganda. They let all the people run out of farms. They kill a couple of farmers purposely. They done it by their own hand. We never get the information why those farmers got killed. Suddenly, we only have 36,000 farmers. And this is GMO production is going on right now. I'm urging all our citizens, don't buy any food from Checkers, ShopRite, Woolworths, Pick and Pay, as well as Spa. There's 5 companies. Don't buy nothing from them. Buy from local vendors. Go buy from street vendors. You can't trust street vendors than those people. Unfortunately, our food security right now under the danger. Look at especially the fishermen. You know, I was recently in Hamburg, Hot Bay, in Cape Town. What's happening in Hamburg? They destroy all the fishing factories. There were over 10,000 people from Hamburg of Hot Bay was benefiting from fishing. They destroy those fishing factories. And look at who become our fishing minister. The Dion George. Dion George is anti fisherman, and you put the most dangerous man in front of our people. You don't want our people to access the fish. You don't want our people to access the food. You want us to suffer, starve. Enough now. Enough is enough now. I'm sorry I didn't give you a chance to talk. I apologize.
No, well, we did invite you here, so it's all good. You had some very interesting comments about the Ministry of Home Affairs and what's going to happen with that.
Yes, yes. His biggest concern, what he's going to do now, he's going to open the door for illegal immigrants from Israel. That's what he's saying. You must understand in Western Cape recently, after this war happened in Palestine and Israel, there is over 24,000 people running to Western Cape from Israel. 24,000. But they didn't come directly from Israel. They used from Germany, they used from Holland, they used from Britain airport and come into South Africa. So now, for them, now, from this moment, it's so easy to access South Africa. Accessing free visa, as well as what he's going to do, he's going to give all these people citizenship. Next 5 years, you will see a lot of Israeli become citizen. Let me tell you one more important thing which South Africa not aware about. The Cape Town. The Cape Town is a very important city. So if you go to Cape Town in Sea Point, literally you will find in a little Israel. Sea Point turned into Israel. So Sea Point has got 24-hour market. But if you check the Sea Point main road, you are not going to find one local business. Not one local business. What they do, they give their own people very low rent. The rent is very low. But for our South African people, for black person, for colored person, the rent price become triple. So we call this gentrification. It's happening right now. And now what they do now, because now they conquer Sea Point, now they're conquering Woodstock as well as Salt River right now, and as well as Wynberg right now. Our people are not aware about it. It is extreme development happening in Western Cape, especially Cape Town. And those Zionist companies, if you look at all the Jewish, what you call them, based companies in Western Cape, and 99% they are Zionist. As I'm going to point also some things. The Neo-Trend company in George recently, he was also Zionist Jewish. He was a Jew. And he was benefiting from illegal immigrant. Why illegal immigrant? Because he is giving Malawian man, for example, per day, giving 150 and 200 money. But that by law is not acceptable because he's benefiting from it. And now you are putting this man, especially one of them, into our home office position. And you know what you want to our South African people? You're thinking we are fool. I'm sorry. You can arrest me if you want to. I will not going to keep quiet. We're going to defend this country with all means. South Africa is belong to South African. Our local people are suffering. And you want to, number one, no, you want to put our ministry in danger. Number two, another point now is communication. Look at what's happening in communication. They are about to censorship all our social media. Social media, you're not going to speak truly. Look what happened in Kholani Koza. Nobody want to speak about Kholani Koza. I've been checking all the medias, especially EFF. I'm ashamed. I'm so disgusted with the EFF right now. They didn't defend Kholani Koza. Kholani Koza was the EFF defender. He was EFF supporter. All he did, he said, Ramaphosa is not leading country correctly and our people are suffering. We are hungry. We are unemployed. You arrest the man just because he spoke to them. Now imagine under DA leadership, how are we going to speak? You're going to censor all of us now. If you're going to speak A, you're going to put us in the jail. That's what you're going to do now. We're no longer free now, my sister. It is disgracing things happening right in the country. I think I answer your question.
Please don't be embarrassed. We are very good listeners here. We're very good listeners. So, can you unpack the cabinet a little bit more for us so that we can understand what exactly is going on? And can you unpack also why there was no re-election and the whole issue with the IEC? Because you were quite vocal about everything going on. So we're here.
All right, no problem. Let me go into Janet Love. Again, Janet Love is very dangerous moment. Again, Jewish origin. And Janet Love is on top of IEC right now. Listen carefully. Home Office Minister is a Jewish origin. IEC leader, president of IEC is a Jewish origin. And as well as IEC, the software which control election system is controlled in Pentagon. So basically, our election is also not free. I was a premier candidate for Western Cape, and I can provide you. We had a rally in Hermanus, over 15 to 20,000 people. And you know what? In Hermanus, they only give it to us for 500 votes. It's like you are swearing at us. Yeah, over 20,000 people came to my rally, and they came to stay with our uniform, with our T-shirt, with our regalia, and you're only telling us in Hermanus you got 500 votes. In Kefeles, like my own the voting station which I voted was showing zero. Like, I'm sorry, they rigged our election. They look into our eyes and they think we are idiots. I'm sorry, we're not. The mistake we did it, we made very big mistake. Our voting station agents, our agents in voting station, they left voting station very quickly. They weren't supposed to leave. And from 2 a.m. to until 5 a.m. in the morning that night, the IC system got frozen. So suddenly they changed every single information. And in the morning when we see that night I wasn't sleeping, I was in Century City IC Information Center, and until 5 a.m. was nothing. Suddenly I see everything changing. I've been very openly talking to you, from beginning until 5 a.m. we only have 2-3 votes, which we are such a strong in Western Cape. And the reason they didn't allow us, especially Truth and Solidarity and Land Party, come into Western Cape Parliament, because they know if we come in, we're going to expose them, and they're not going to be able to do what they are doing right now. The Ellen Wind supporter in Western Cape is maximum 15%. Maximum 15%. Like Ellen Wind, maximum 15. Like in Western Cape, if you ask 100 people, only 15 of them will support Ellen Wind. But you are giving Ellen Wind 55%. You're telling Ellen, like 55 people is voting for Ellen. No, I'm sorry, it's no such a thing. Especially after what happened in Palestine. And you're thinking people, and don't forget, Western Cape is a little bit Muslim-dominated place. More Muslim people than Christian and other people. So you're not going to tell me all these Muslim people voted for it. No. There is extreme vegan. I'm talking about Western Cape. I'm not talking about other parts of South Africa. I'm just talking about Western Cape. We faced this. And when we brought this concern out, and they start attacking us nonstop, they want to block us. So, and I've been mentioning last 2 years since this, before October 7th, I noticed Israelis just coming into Western Cape. One stage I was traveling from Johannesburg to Cape Town that was airplane called Link, if I'm not wrong. So I was in that one, okay, and 8 p.m., almost 90% was elderly people and all foreign speaking language. And as the person was sitting next to me, I said, "Where are you from?" The person said to me, "I'm originally from Israel." But they were all coming from Germany, and all of them was coming. And I asked him, "Why do you come?" No, they said they're running away from war. Well, I said, "Why are you coming to Cape Town?" He said, "No, they got too much families in Cape Town." So what I'm trying to tell you is, no, you are putting, especially Home Affairs Minister, in that position. You're going to kill our South Africa. You're turning our South Africa into the danger. Our people is going to face apartheid too from this moment. Look what they have done to Palestinian people. They murdered them. They murdered small kids. And they're going to, you know how they're going to murder us? They're going to create genocide in South Africa through economic genocide. We are going to start with death. Right now, over 2-3 million people living in Kailija, Langa, Nyanga, and Fulani. They are homeless. The sewage are running in Langa right now.
Okay,
Guguletu,
it's hanging, and
no,
it's hanging right where you were gonna get me a nice strike. Speaking the
listen,
truth like that, Mr. Dach, I don't know if you're going to log on again. Yeah, guys, there we go.
okay, no problem.
Okay, I think we have you back. Just reminder to watch your language because you know YouTube. You know the white people are everywhere.
Okay. How they give a strike? I'm so sorry. I apologize.
No, continue. We're listening. We're listening. We're still here with you.
Okay, so what I'm telling you now, people of Guguletu right now, they are homeless. There is 750,000 people in Western Cape are waiting for homes. They are on housing list. 750,000 people. There is 1 billion rand budget was crime. What you did, you never use it. And you know what? Crime right now, Delft, Nanga, Langa, they are capital of murder in South Africa. We say enough is enough. MK Party, EFF members, my brothers, join us. Let's be one voice. Literally one voice. We are opposition. They stole our rights. And they violated the soul of Chris Hani. They violated the vision of Steve Biko. We are going to stand against them. We are not going to give Western Cape or South Africa on the golden plate to back to those oppressors. We say enough is enough now. In Afrikaans, we say genoeg is genoeg. Stop it right there. And don't ever think we are not going to uprise. We will uprise without any imagination. Kenya uprising right here. And we are voice of Kenya in South Africa. And we are voice of South Africa for to the world. Look what happened in Burkina Faso. The man took over his country. His country is flourishing right now. Why? Because he's removed those France, because France was looting Burkina Faso. So you wanna right now what you wanna do now? You want American come loot our country. It's enough. Stop it. Stop it. Our black brother, sister, they deserve to live in peaceful, in harmony. But you cannot bring peace and prosperity if you are going to give our agriculture into Bill Gates' hands. No. Bill Gates must get out from South Africa. Bellable must stop it right now. Bellable is very dangerous for our country education. Our health right now under danger right now. I'm sorry, I'm going to speak more now. We're going. This look like this conversation going extreme deep now. So we say enough is enough. Let's stand united. Let's stand against this injustice happening, and we don't recognize DA and ANC coalition. We don't. And we say this election has been rigged, and we want Janet Love must be arrested. That's what we're saying. And we're saying openly, stop it, this nonsense now. Any other question, my sister?
Okay, I was also going to say, is there anything else? Because we are busy taking in all the information and trying to make sense of it. But we do follow you on Twitter. So the last question is, I mean, what is the power of the people? What can people do? Like,
what? Okay,
we can see that the decisions.
People must come to the street. They must defend this country. We need pickets. We need pickets in every part of South Africa. People must uprise. My unemployed people, my brothers, you are 19 million. 19 million youth right now unemployed. You cannot depend on that 350 rand. What is the 350 rand? Your talent has been stolen. My other point goes to the 10 million starving citizens of our country. My brother and sister, you're already starving. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. Come in the street. Defend this country. This is your country. Don't let them loot more. If this Johnson hasn't continued with a go agreement, we are going to starve more right now. The 10 million will turn into 20 million. That 90 million unemployed will become 40 million unemployed right now. The country is in extreme danger right now. We lost country, unfortunately. We are no longer free and fair country. I'm so sorry for that, my sister.
So what's the alternative? I mean,
as I mentioned to you,
I think people don't know. Okay?
As I mentioned
I
to you,
was saying that.
alternative
What's
is,
the out? Yes.
yeah,
What's the alternative?
we need to be united against DA/ANC coalition. We need to be united against them, especially against DA. You know, the people who voted for ANC, don't forget, before election, ANC was saying they will never go in bed with DA. And if you go back, if you check the online, I did show also, Johnston Hazen, his openly says he's not going to go in bed with ANC. And IFP leader also say he will not going to go in bed with ANC. But the same people right now united as one. They lie to us. They are liars. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. I want our people to know we are not sleeping. Stand united. My brother of MK and my brother of EFF, please be united. We cannot be in pieces. We need unity, right? Unity. So I made an online poll yesterday. Over 1,000 something people already voted, and 67% is saying no to the coalition. 67% of South Africa. So that means the people who voted for ANC, they're also not happy about this DA. Because minute you vote for DA, you let DA run the country, you are dishonoring for Sharpeville massacre. You are dishonoring Steve Biko. You are dishonoring, Solomon Mahlangu. These people lost their lives for this country's sovereignty. Those people were freedom fighters. You can't tell me those freedom fighters' grandchildren will sell the country just like this. I'm sorry. There is listen carefully, there is soft coup happen through IEC, and that Janet Love is the most dangerous one. And secondly, American ambassador Bridget, he visited IEC 2 weeks before election. He showed us. And thirdly, Johnston Hazen, 2 years ago, he called the world. He says South African are gun smugglers. And right now, we give that gun, who is pimping us the world, telling us we are gun smugglers, we are terrorists, and we give him an opportunity to lead us now. It's unacceptable. It is unacceptable. I thank you, my sister.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dach. Thank you for giving your time to us and have a fantastic, fantastic day.
I mean, God bless.
Thank you. There we go, guys. I told you that today is not going to be an easy one. I told you that we're fucked. So I don't know. I'm there waiting for your comments, ready for you. Obviously, we'll have more and more interviews like that because we are within the 18th area. There you have it. I know that made you a little bit shocked to hear all that information so naked and so bare, right? But it's scary because that which we were fighting for in 94 to get back is back in the white man's hands. And that is the biggest crisis we have right now. That somehow we've been outsmarted, actually. And that's what's so deep about it is that for me, I'm like, if you can see that we got outsmarted now, Zisasuga, what do you think is going to happen up ahead? If you can see that we're dealing with the people who are quite cunning and calculating and divisive and underhanded, why is there so much trust? Yeah. I can see the silence and the pain in the audience. You guys, your energy, I can actually feel it today. It's so weird. I feel like Ndatagat. But I can feel you guys. And sorry for the culture shock. And oh my God, what a mess. I don't know what we're going to do. But what is our power, I think Sis Temble, we MK and the EFF to come together now ATM, if MK, they got to be standing up for us now because gonna again. Daphne saying John is going to unalive farmers and blame it on us. Absolutely. Then he will sell those farms to Bill Gates with a different name. Yo, maybe Angie will be the new owner. Ish, guys, I know someone can say we're so pessimistic. It's just that we can see what's happening. I was watching this other YouTube channel, shame, this black girl who went to white schools and she's got white friends. So her point of view is like white people. I think her channel is called Concerned Citizen. Even that, I mean, how fucking white is that? So she's got this channel, and then she's like, "Oh, I mean, yeah, EFF is off the gravy train now. That's all." And I mean, really, now finally DA can rule because it's good governance. And who said apartheid's gonna come back? And I'm just like, what a fucking idiot. She's gonna be one of those blacks that have got now mental issues because they can't believe what's happening. Because they truly, truly believe in Bus John. And that Bus John, despite Bus John's history of abusing them, they think that Bus John is suddenly going to be a different version of Bus John. It's just so fascinating. It's so fascinating watching a mind in denial. Or is that her name? She probably goes by Cat. She probably goes by the name Cat. Caddy. I was like, I can't wait to see her unfold. She is going to have depressions and anxieties and mental instability, and because they're just so trusting. We've got like a history with these people. And you guys are just like, no, we've evolved now. It's not that time anymore. And I'm like, guys, when it comes to bread and butter and issues of the stomach, there's no fucking evolution. The whites are going for their bread and butter right now. And you guys are like, kumbaya. Hey, 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 guys, have you got anything else to say? I believe I only have 5 minutes left in class today. We loved yesterday's episodes. Please do catch up on them. The Carl House one, I saw someone commenting earlier on when Mr. Dach was speaking, saying they can't wait for episode 2 and 3. Like, that was a beautiful interview, although the fighters tried to ruin it, but we won't go there. I want to see. Ish, guys, I'm trying to go to your comments from before, but it's too late now. It's too far away. Lungani, that's the same question that we've all got. We're all like, all right, guys, yeah. Nah. That's the question. It's always a pleasure. It is a great Monday, guys. I actually want to go back to my bed. As you can see, I'm traumatized emotionally and it's showing in my physical being. So I love our new relationship, guys. It's fantastic, Look at us looking all professional. Look at us looking all professional there. Right? Right. What? Oh my God, look at white capital media, guys. So remember how our business funding model is it's fundraised. But the popular poet wants donation to pay his workers. This is what they're saying. Singer and poet Ziggy Mazwastit needs help from Zanzi. The Joburg-based musician said they need help to pay their workers. She took to social media asking if they can crowdfund her towards transportation for her workers, new equipment, and catering on her podcast. Ziggy says she believes she would change people's lives with her business. I think this is so fucking ridiculous. Can I say that? Let me actually just say it. Hi, my love. I think this is very ridiculous. I actually think it's very ridiculous. Please do not waste my time with this. Please, my friend, you'll find another story. This is called crowdfunding, and it's a business model that lots of YouTubers, especially in America, use to just fund their YouTubes. Stop making me seem like I'm this broke person who can't handle my business. Please, my friend, otherwise I'll give you no more stories. Don't insult me like this again. Please, my friends, I ask you humbly. Thank you. So I think that's a polite way to respond to that. I mean, really. Really. So that's a journalist working for White Capital Media. So now they want to create this narrative that Moya is struggling and we need help and oh my God. And I'm just like, no. No. You're not going to do that. The other podcasts, you white people, you fund them. And you've deliberately not funded mine because of the content that I produce. And I shall continue to produce this content. And I don't need your money because my community is going to pay for this podcast. And I will continue doing fundraising with my community, whether you like it or you don't, whether you think it makes me look broke or what, I actually don't really give a fuck. The point is that we're going to raise money to create the content that I'm creating. And eventually, mother bitches, you know that I'm going to be bigger than all of you in the media. You know that. That's why now you're trying to sabotage me with little stories to make it seem as if we're not coping. We are coping. We are definitely coping. You must try like Gabias. No, do. I did not leave unpopular opinion. Those men stole the podcast. Those are guys who approached me and then they were like, please, can we start a podcast with you? And then instead of doing 50-50 with them, I said to them, let's do an equal split so that we don't fight amongst ourselves, you know, which shows that I was trying to be fair. Then what happened is that once I used my popularity and marketed the whole thing, when it started to pop, then they felt like they were famous and they thought it was their thing. Then they changed the passwords to the product. So they literally stole the product. And I want that narrative to stay out in the public forever. And everyone must know what type of men they are and what they're dealing with. And I'm seeing that even their new presenters have also left them now because they are crooks and they've got dirty energy. So I did not leave unpopular opinion. It was a podcast that was stolen from me. It was my intellectual property. And as a result, you can see that the way Moya is growing, you can see whose idea this whole thing was. So anyways, Mikey, I don't know what you are saying. Yes, we will. What? You will what? And do saying thanks, I knew it. Guys, sometimes I don't know what you're responding. You're saying you knew what? Do is there going, I knew it. What is it that you knew? Yeah. Ooh. Guys, it's a cold day in Joburg. Oh, I'm dying, guys. I'm dying. Then Mikey saying, we will support you, Moya. Yeah. I don't need white capital support. And I will rather ask for tithe. Like how a church is built. That's how Moya will be built. I will not be speaking to white capital media. I don't need them. Clearly, I don't need them, and showing to them. That's why now they're trying to take opportunities. Let me see. Oh yes, do yes. So you knew it. You knew that that podcast was stolen. You could just see that once I was gone, the concept started showing that the owner of the concept is gone. Yeah, they've got dirty energy, desperate and dirty energy, acting like soul brothers. You know, I got my brother, my soul sister. Huh? I go to Smoking Dragon Festival. Huh? Fucking thieves, dishonest thieves. Yes, Ndu says their content opposes your content and they do it to destroy the movement. You can see by their choice of words. Absolutely. Their dirty ass energy is showing. They dirty, dirty. I was that clean, pure spirit that was helping the movement. So they are dirty. And may my ancestors deal with them. Guys, how gorgeous is this lighting? It's quite nice, eh? Very interesting. So, guys, it's 11:03. One hour, 1 minute, 25 seconds. Thank you very much for joining. I've done my commitment for the week. It would be nice if I had more energy for more of the live streams because they're quite fun. But you guys are keeping me so busy. Yeah, no, we don't even pay attention to those clowns anymore. We just don't pay attention to clowns. Musa Biela saying you should be proud of yourself. If the white wolves talks of you like that, fly high like a butterfly. Thank you. Thank you. That's a very good point to end off MaMiya Mondays. See you guys again next week, Monday. Love and light. Many blessings for the week.